I'm gonna wait till after avocado because I feel like you can let out your questions or your upset, your feelings after the debates. I don't want to start them off poorly. All right, boys.
All right, I don't believe this is the full attendance, but we will wait a moment. I'd like to introduce the debates to those of you that have not shown up before. Essentially, every month we have an election for the site director, and prior to that election, we allow the candidates and their deputy directors to have a debate in which they'll answer questions from the host. And our host this month is a former site director and well-known player, Grape. We're looking at a pretty interesting debate today. I've seen the questions. They're very provocative, I think. And it should be very interesting. There's a lot of chatter that goes on in the SCP General channel. If you want to take a look at that, we're hoping that it'll be a fun night. From this point forwards, it's up to Grape to make that happen.
Also, all right, sweet. So we're gonna go with the first question. Can either of you guys do a backflip? King, you can go first.
All right, I'll be the first to say it. No, I can't do a backflip. I'm not fucking like flexible like that. I'm sorry.
That's just lame as shit. All right, next is Gaines.
What do you consider a backflip?
A backflip, Gaines.
Give me like 2 seconds.
A backflip.
I need to test it.
Hold your mic on. I want you to hold your mic while you test it.
Oh, well, okay, no, it's like, okay, give me a second. I gotta, here, it's on like a headset. All right, here we go. I'm gonna have it.
Just do it.
I'm gonna have it on the
your
ground.
mic.
Okay, I'll hold my mic. All right, I'm holding it. All right, here we go. All right.
Okay.
All right, we're good, guys. We're good.
So now, serious question. I guess first one's to King. Why are you a better option as site director than your opponent in this debate?
Okay. I've been around for a bit longer than Gaines. I don't want to like distinctively use that, but I have been around longer. I don't know, probably by 3 months or so. That doesn't grant me, like all-knowing, knowing everything more than he does, but I do understand things, I would say a lot more in depth than he would, because he hasn't been around as long.
All right, and then Gaines. Why are you a better option as site director than your opponent in this debate?
I assume I can't respond to what King just said, right? I have to wait for the actual debate part.
Yeah, wait for the actual debate part.
I think that with my knowledge of having talked to a large amount of the HOS, the individual enlisted, and having very high familiarity with each of the divisions, I think that I'm a better pick than King.
All right, now your debate starts now.
Does it matter who goes first?
Does not matter.
King, I'm gonna go ahead and combat you on that one, on the
Okay.
on the claim that I have no experience, or at least little experience compared to you.
All right.
While it is true, I haven't been in deep gaming for that long. I have had a large amount of experience with SCP-RP in general, due to being in several communities over the past few years and holding leadership positions there.
Okay, that's cool and all, but I don't
Yes.
really care about your other shitty SCP community.
don't
I care
care.
about deep gaming.
That is true. However, it's still experience. It's still knowledge.
I don't know, man. All I care about is deep. I don't give a shit about these other communities.
All right, you can say that, but I'm just saying I still have it.
All right, are you guys waiving the rest of your time?
Yeah.
Okay, so I do want to add this in. Deputy directors, if you guys do wish to answer questions or talk during debates, you guys may. You don't have to hold your mic muted. All right, now King. Overall, what is the main reason you want to become site director?
Okay, so the main reason I wanted to become site director is basically to implement all the changes I have already stated in my doctrine, basically help fix all the wrong shit that's currently on site, as well as just like, I legitimately care about each and every division, and I want them to do better because it really fucking sucks when GenSec is just not showing up and not being there, and then nobody wants to play the server. I want more people to play it because it's legitimately more fun that way. And I want to fix some of the problems currently that cause this.
Okay, and Gaines?
I wanna get shit done. All right. I want to get this shit done. I have a whole plan. All right. I've seen the mass incompetence from many, many, many people. Obviously, this is not because of any trainings, any etc. But I think that with me being site director, I think that I can make some serious change. I can provide memorable experiences for each individual player and keep fucking some good ideas in there. You know what I mean? Keep some good ideas in there. Gotta mix that little thing.
All right. You guys can debate now. I'm also gonna ping, by the way, an SCP announcements for people that aren't on. You guys can debate if you want.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't think we have anything to say. Do you have anything to say, King?
I want to say, regardless of who wins, I still, whether I win or Gaines wins, I still have faith in him and what he can do. I just, I don't see as grand of a scope as he does. So, yeah.
Alrighty, moving forward. King, what specific proposal do you, as a party, have that is your favorite, and why do you think it will work?
Um. Okay, so I think I would say that probably the biggest changes or like the most focus I have on exactly or ideas is for IA. I want to update their penal code so the higher end crimes are actually, like done by trials, so we can actually have more of those trials. Those were really fucking cool. Like, some of the juries were really fucking biased, but that shit was hilariously fun. As well as like
I only
making
want one.
sure that
Just give me one example, please.
oh, um, I guess I'd just say trials then. Oh wait, you mean actual like penal code break?
A specific
Laws?
proposal that you, as a party, have that is your favorite, and why do you think it will work?
Um, like I said, I would say allowing the commissioner to appoint judges and just choose, basically have more of these trials. That's the specific thing I would pick, if anything.
Okay, and why will it work?
Why will it work? Because one, the commissioner is most involved with all of the arrests on site, so he will personally see that, and he will be able to choose which ones are trial worthy or not, as opposed to just the site deputy director or the site director, which aren't always in IA. They don't always see all the shit that's going down. Commissioner is going to be able to see more of this stuff and be able to pick out more trials and pick better judges because he has to deal with that stuff specifically.
Okay, and Gaines, same question for you. I'll read it off. What specific proposal do you, as a party, have that is your favorite, and why do you think it will work?
My favorite proposal in my entire doctrine that I've discussed this heavily over the past few days after my doctrine was released is the best of the day. Best of the day. It was. I almost said best of the debrief, but they're essentially the exact same thing. It's essentially every day, every debrief specifically, a certain enlisted security is chosen to be what is essentially an honorary site unit, but for until the next debrief specifically, or until the day is up if it's the last debrief. This will improve activity and efficiency because GenSec, MedSec, M&E will look up to that person and be like, wow, I want to get there one day, right? And they'll be like, I'm going to work hard so I can get that position for one day so I can get the honor and the glory of having that the best of the day. There we go. That's it.
Okay, do you guys wish to debate, or do you guys want to move forward?
Yeah, I actually will debate him on this one. So personally, I do not like this best of the day. Best of the day idea. Whole reason for it is it happens every single day. This makes this less and less special, and it's more of just like a participation trophy. Nobody likes fucking participation trophies. Things that are hard earned are way more worth the time. There's a reason why there's the site unit of the week, not site or security of the day. It's just not as special, and it doesn't really like live up to what it's meant to be. I don't know. I
To
don't
add
think it'll
on to
serve its
that,
purpose as good.
what makes it different from the honorary units that we already have on site? Why would we need a second honorary unit?
The second honorary unit is served purposely to improve the activity of GenSec, MedSec, and M&E, and to show COs, oh, this guy's doing good. We should get him into the
Who's
fucking
sel-
NCO positions.
Who
If you hand
selects
these
them?
out to everybody, it doesn't fucking make them special. It
All
makes
right,
them
and we
less
are
unique.
done. No more talking. All right, moving forward, King, how will you appease the entire site?
I mean, I don't want to appease people necessarily. I want to implement what they want or what they'll agree upon, per se. If there's a good idea and it comes up to me and then I can talk with people and we can generally agree upon it, then we'll change, we'll implement that idea. I'm not going to just appease, like, whenever somebody says like something just on the fly, like you get shit on by a D class. Oh yes, now security gets better guns or something like that. That's not how it's supposed to be. You got to, I don't know. Good ideas are worth the time if everybody agrees upon them. Um, yeah, I think I'll just follow by that. It's the majority of what people want. We can implement that.
Okay, and Gaines, how will you appease the entire site?
Burger, did you want to speak for this one? I think you'd be better for this one specifically, as you didn't have any talking in the STD
Sure.
debates.
Well, sorry, a bit caught off guard. Well, first of all, a lot of people on site already know me. I'm already friends with tons of people. It's not hard for me to talk with people to figure out what they want, what they want changed. I've done this in the past. I'm sure, pretty sure all of you remember me as DUR. I'm sure all of you know that I was a pretty good DUR. Of course. But yeah, I just, I'm gonna be open. I'm gonna be ready to talk with people. I know how to talk with people. I've done it in the past. I've led research for what, like 4 months, 3 months. And I can't do it by myself. It's very important to talk with people. Make sure they understand what you want to get done, and you understand what they want to get done, and so you could work together. So yeah.
All right, and you guys want to debate, or do you guys want to move forward to the next question?
Yeah, Burger, do you think a majority of the site agreed to the site redactor being added, or was that just a you thing?
I mean, we didn't have a fucking, global vote. It was decided within SA and HOS, so.
Yeah, so would you really think that you know what's best for the people, if that's, how you went about it?
Yeah, it's great. You're gonna pick out like one of
No, I'm gonna call
unpopular
you on your
opinions.
shit. That's what I'm gonna call you on, dude. You literally
Yes,
just got the
yes,
role to
King.
give
Yes,
yourself
King.
SA power for
You
no
see?
reason.
Yes, I understand that people don't like it, and that's why, spoiler alert, we're removing it as soon as we get in power. I know you're
Oh,
removing
as
it, and
soon
I've
as
just
you get
accepted
in
it.
power, right? Or you couldn't just wait beforehand or not even introduce it in the first place?
I mean, it had a use. The site administration liked it. The HOS liked it. We didn't do a global poll because site administration was confident enough to introduce it. And mistakes happen. People make mistakes, and I'm here. I'm going to admit that yes, it's not popular.
All right, and we are
And
done
I'm ready
talking.
to
No more
remove it.
talking. All right, God, I fucking gotta turn off my phone. All right, now, King, please state one characteristic about your opponent in this debate and why they are better than you at it.
Okay. So Gaines, I will say, he's a very likable guy. And I'm not gonna lie, he is like a person that I could talk with for hours because he just gets along with everybody when it comes to talking about things. He might disagree with you on some things, but he will always hear you out for it. And that's something that I try to do, but this dude will even listen to the like dumbest shit. Actually, I don't. Okay, that's not meant to be like a rude thing, but he will listen to anything you have to say, and he will respect that. So I respect Gaines for that.
Okay, and then Gaines, the same question. Please state one characteristic about your opponent in this debate and why they are better than you at it.
King is very outgoing. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty. I usually like to keep to myself and not involve myself with any really super big drama, so to speak. But the way that King can just be so forward about things and basically get people to shut the fuck up whenever he needs them to listen to him it's a pretty good characteristic for him. And I think that it's something that he really excels at.
Okay, and do you guys wish to debate on this, or do you guys want to move forward to the next question?
I'm going to debate one thing you said. Yeah, I'll listen. I'll listen to dumb shit because then I can tell people that they're wrong.
True. I just don't even listen to the dumb shit. I just call it right on the mark, and I don't fucking want to listen to it. Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah,
That's all
I
I
think
wanted to
that's
say.
all. Yeah.
Okay. Why should someone vote for you as opposed to your opponents? King.
Okay, so I do want to say, regardless of who you pick, you're picking a good choice either way. Gaines is a respectable guy, and I honestly, if I lost to him, I wouldn't even care that much. He's a really good dude. Berger, I'm not so sure about. I mean, this is the kind of guy that would make his own essay roll. But for the simple fact of I want to help the site in the best way I can, and I've been active on the site. I think all of you know that. I think you all know that I'm gonna try my best and literally spend as much time as I can to do the best. That's all.
All right, and then moving forward, Gaines. Why should someone vote for you as opposed to your opponents?
Ever since I joined back in November, I've been very dedicated to SCPRP. I'm playing it constantly. I have essentially been giving suggestions constantly to make divisions better. Some of them obviously have not been successful. Some of them maybe even bad. But however, at the end of the day, the suggestions I continue pushing forward will be good. And with SA, I'll actually be able to do them. And I've been dedicated. Berger here, he has been SA before, and technically he is SA right now, right? And I've been on SCP-RP every single day for the past fucking couple months, at least 2 or 3. And I don't know if I can say the same for King and Computer, but that's about it. That's all I have to say on the matter.
Okay.
Unless you want to speak Berger, obviously.
Do you guys wish to debate?
Hmm. I don't know. No, I agree with him.
Okay,
I'm good,
now,
yeah.
King. Both parties brought up additions/revisions of the penal code. What revisions do you see fit? Why, and how would the punishment be enforced?
Okay. So revisions going towards the penal code is basically we're gonna change it so the higher end crimes, so like I don't know, mass murder, I guess we could do manslaughter, but anything that's like higher end, not just like stealing some shit or discharge, like any of that dumb shit you really shouldn't be getting arrested for anyway. So like the higher end stuff that actually makes getting arrested worthwhile. Like I said, we're going to give the ability for the commissioner to allow trials for those, so that people can do more of these RP trials and everybody can watch them. As to actually adding to the penal code, we're going to add the abuse of power, add abuse of power to the penal code, so IA can actually watch out on their own guys and make sure that they don't, abuse their own power. As for actual specifics on what that entails, we're gonna have to narrow it down, but I hope we find, the best wording for it. Basically, IA power trip or anything like that. I don't know how to explain that better. I'm sorry on that front, but yeah, that's what I plan to do with penal code.
All right, you didn't answer the full entirety of my question. Do you wish to add in the extra 30 seconds that I allowed you to do one time? I'll ask the question one more time if you'd like. You
No,
have
thank you.
14 seconds left. Okay.
Nope. No, thank you.
Gaines.
Yes.
Both parties brought up additions/revisions of the penal code. What revision do you see fit? Why, and how would the punishment be enforced?
I think that making the penal code a lot clearer is an important part. I think that specifically making it so that it's a lot more clear would be better, and make it so IA are looking at this and be like, hey, what the fuck, how do I interpret this? You know what I mean? How do I interpret that? I think that let me think first. No, Berger, do you have anything to say on this front regarding the specific revisions?
Not really.
Yeah, all right, that's all then.
You still didn't answer the entirety of the question. You still have 38 seconds left if you wish to answer.
You know what? I'm all right. I'll pass on that one. I'll pass on that front.
All right, do you guys wish to debate?
Actually, yeah, sure. What kind of specific, like, what are you talking about revising the current code so it's more easier to understand? Like, what specific, like, penal code violations are we talking about here?
So a big part of the penal code is that, it's obviously it has to be like vague in some areas because, it can't
Mhm.
account for every single thing. Now, I
Okay.
think that having very specifically, like, what exactly is a controlled substance? Is it inherently mean an anomalous controlled substance, or is a non-controlled or a non-anomalous controlled substance? Should there be one specifically for anomalous controlled substances? I mean, that's already kind of fitting within the SCP or misuse of an SCP. Like for 294, for example, that would be misuse of an SCP. But should there be a different type of charge? This is what we want to investigate. This is something big that we're going for.
Okay.
All right, you get what I
All
mean
right.
with that? Cool.
You know what? I get that. I get that. I could agree with that.
All right. Moving forward, King. Is research a dying division? If so, how can you improve activity and how would you implement said improvement?
All right. So, funny one about this. Research was a dying division as soon as I left as research coordinator, and Berger was the only one left in command. And he basically kind of just sat on research for a while, didn't really do too much. I think the best thing he ever did was giving it to Farlow, because Farlow actually knows how to run this shit. Berger is one for just slow promoting and basically just waiting forever to move people into the RA. Also, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about cooping. I literally got you into research director. I don't know. It just didn't go well with research in that regard. But I think under Farlow, it's doing pretty good as it is. I just want to help him out currently, but I think he's got most of it on his own. I don't think I really need to help him that much.
Okay. Gaines, I'm gonna ask you the same question. Is research a dying division? If so, how can you improve activity and how would you implement said improvement?
No, research is not a dying division. I've seen like 8 researchers on at a time when there's not even like a debrief going on, when there's no events. Farlow has been doing an incredible job at keeping research up and afloat with constant players going in, constant players being trained. It's an incredible fucking job from him. However, I would like to talk about some things that I've discussed with him in order to further improve the activity and make it so they aren't just lying around doing random tests. Uh, that fits into this question, correct?
Yes.
So, I think that Farlow, we've talked about this. We were going to introduce a monthly idea for SCP containment to sort of revise them and make them more interesting, so to speak, with research kind of helming it, so to speak. They would help revise the containment methods to introduce new ideas and new ways to contain them, or improve upon the already existing ways. That's about
Okay.
it. That's
Um,
mostly what we discussed.
Sounds good. Now, you guys have 1 minute to debate if you guys wish to debate. If not, we can move on to the next
Can
question.
I make a request?
Yeah.
SDs, come on, boys. Whatever question that I walked in on, I forgot what it was about, but it was like
It's about
between
research.
Burger and King. No, I came in like 20 minutes ago.
Oh, okay.
Well, you guys were like screaming at each other at each other's throats. One time you called him an idiot or some shit, and it was so good. You gotta be aggressive. Cut the throats, boys. Go for the neck. You gotta make the other one look like an idiot. Call names. Do whatever you gotta do, but don't go too far. Make it interesting. We want to go. That's all I have to say. Thank you, Grave, for
Okay,
allowing me.
boss. Thank you. I'll
Don't
make
call
sure
me
to do that.
Okay. Do you guys wish to debate or not?
No, I mean, he basically said the same thing I did. Farlow's doing a good job. Gaines wants to further help him. And I would say regardless, I mean, I think I've already talked to Farlow about this, but if Gaines doesn't get into the position of site director, I do think that he should be in research administration because he has a lot of good fucking ideas for research, and it'd be a waste if he didn't go there. Yeah.
Sounds good. We're gonna move on to the next question. What is your priorities as site administration? How will the opposing party fail to achieve said priorities?
All right. So basically, everything that I have in the doctrine, that I currently have in the doctrine that you can see, tells you what we're going to do. I'm going to try to push that in like the week I get in. I'm going to try to actually have at least like 2 or 3 executive orders on the first day if I can. I just want to get it moving. I want this stuff to get fixed in the first place. I don't know if Gaines is one about speed and getting things done quick. I know Burger's definitely not. That's just not his thing. He's a bit of a slow guy. But yeah, we'll push it as fast as we can. Any other things that come up, any other good ideas, we'll talk to the HOS. We'll talk with the people that need to get talked to, and then we'll go from there. But most of the stuff we already have in the doctrine. We already talked with the HOS, and they're ready. They agree with most of it. So we will try to push it out as quick as we can.
All right, now the same thing for you, Gaines. What is your priorities as site administration? How will the opposite party fail to achieve set priorities?
Burger wanted to speak on this one, so I'll let him take the floor for this one.
I said a bit, but okay.
Okay. How much is a bit?
I don't
Your
know.
time is running right now.
Go!
Okay, well, first of all, I think that speed is important, but what is also important is quality, not just quantity. Because you can issue like 10,000 fucking executive orders, but just because you issue like 10 executive orders, which like one of them is like I don't know, you banning pizza days with CI, that doesn't mean you're good and you're great. That just means you're doing stuff. And just because you're busy, just because you look busy, doesn't mean you're actually getting stuff done, which is an important distinction. I don't think that we should rush ahead and just implement 10 quadrillion things on the first day. I think that yes, we should get things done, but it should be done in in a decent time frame and not rushed and just blasted out the door.
Okay, so both of you guys failed to fully answer my question. Do you guys wish to add the extra 30 seconds so you guys can complete this question or not?
I'm good.
I'm also good.
All right. Do you guys want to debate?
Yeah,
Yeah, I will debate.
I was interested in debating. Yeah, you can go ahead first, King.
Go.
Okay, so Burger, you're saying that because I want to get things done quickly, it equals them being shit. The quality's bad. I don't know about that, man. I always had to do the research docs for you. I always asked you when you were doing them, and it was just taking forever and ever. And then I had to fucking do it in the
I'm
first
gonna go ahead and step in here. I want to go ahead and make it very clear that I am going to be writing a lot of the documents because I am a very fast typer. I wrote 2.3K words in about 2 hours to log a test, and I can make that fucking shit efficient as shit. All right.
Right.
Burger's going to help me with it. Obviously, he's going to ensure that what we have down is actually correct. Because I'll be fully honest here. Sometimes when I type fast, I go a bit too fast. But I will say that with two people at the helm, me and Burger know what we're doing.
Okay, so the only doc I've actually seen you write so far, I mean, I know you probably have some research logs or something like that, is your doctrine, which is
All right,
just
and we're
full of
done
random
talking.
quotes and stuff like that.
I want you to say something.
I'm sorry, but we're done talking. Moving forward, King, if you had to purge an entire division, including the removal of all positions, which and why?
Uh, Fuck. I hate to say it, but I'm gonna have to probably go with MTF. Ever since they left MTF, they've just been kind of cowards when it comes to attacking GOI. I'm talking specifically about counter raids. They're just afraid to do anything. They're just so fearful. Like, I know it's fucking hard, right? But you can't just always third person peek and fucking hide in the facility all day. You have to go fucking to the GOI and kill them yourself. All right? Currently, most of the MTF right now just refuse to do that. Obviously, there's a good couple people, but if I had to actually wipe everybody, that's probably the best division to do so at currently. I know it's pain, but you gotta fucking live through it, and you gotta be fearless in that kind of fact.
Alrighty, moving forward, Gaines, if you had to purge an entire division, including the removal of all positions, which and why?
I think I would choose IA personally. If I had to, absolutely. This is not something that I plan to do because it's a fucking stupid idea to purge it entirely. However, IA as a whole is obviously the law enforcement of the site. Now, lots of people have issues with this division. A lot of people in it. What the fuck is that? A moth? Sorry, I saw a moth in my room. IA innately attracts people who wish to use power for bad. I think that the people in it, a lot of them, are good. However, I think that there are also a few bad apples. And if I had to purge a division, if I had to, it'd be that one.
Okay, you
Make
still have
that
30
very clear.
seconds if you want to explain why.
No, I'm Burger. Do you want to say some shit?
I'm good.
All right, cool. We're good.
All right, now do you guys wish to debate at this very
Yeah, I
moment?
wish to
I will
debate
debate.
fucking
I wish-
immediately. I'm going first.
All right,
Fuck
go
you,
for
King.
it.
You wanting to purge MTF is the stupidest fucking thing I've heard come out of your mouth all this fucking debate, and for the last 2 weeks. Are you fucking kidding me? MTF is a good division. It just has bad leadership
MTF
at
is a
its
good
current moment.
division. When you're
Yes,
on
innately.
CI, all you
Hey,
do is say that
yes.
MTF is bad. That's literally
Yes.
just hypocritical
MTF
nonsense.
is not innately bad. It is
Saying
bad in the
IA is the division you want to remove is just the answer
No,
that everybody
no.
wants
I
to
said
hear. Because
purge. I said
IA,
purge.
everybody hates
There is
IA. It's such
No,
the normal
that's not
answer to
right.
say. Like,
No.
oh yes, we want to remove IA. Oh my god, this is the
I did not
millionth
say I
time
wanted to
people
remove
said
IA.
that.
I said
No,
purge.
IA is always going to be hated. That's whatever it is. That's the dummy shit. If I'm
But
actually
you
going to talk
believe that
about things that
MTF
are
needs to
currently
be-
wrong with divisions that haven't been problems forever, it is MTF. I want to reform them. I want to make them better. I want to make them fearless. I
So-
can't do that
Yeah,
with
is that why
IA.
you chose
Because guess what?
Monty as
Get
your
rid of
replacement so
everybody,
he could
then there's
keep
going to be more power
MTF
to
like it was? Is that why you chose Monty? Because he was a great leader, yeah. And now you're saying because he's not handling MTF. Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying, King?
I
That you
think that
can't
when we get
choose
And
see
we are
that
done. No more
I'm
talking.
saying that
You
ever
guys
since I
continue
left,
talking. I will
silence,
hand out mute.
King, come on.
All right, moving forward. King, why are you more capable of changing things around the site when compared to your opponents?
because I really so what I'm more capable of, I don't see when so when I want to go about changes, I'm just gonna go about them because I know they're good. And if I'm being told that they're good and we get an agreement on that, I'm gonna go about it. I'm not just gonna sit around and say that trainings and sims are the best way to do things. That's such a fucking lame answer. That's literally like saying, oh yeah, everything that's happening on site, I just want that to happen again. I actually want to change shit so it's different. That's the difference between my doctrine and Gaines' doctrine. 90% of his shit is sims and trainings. More sims and trainings. I could say that too. And I did say some sims and trainings, but I didn't make it my whole fucking doc. I actually want change. And you can see that. I don't know. There you go.
Alrighty, and now moving forward, I'm going to ask you, Gaines, why are you more capable of changing things around the site when compared to your opponents?
Burger, do you want to go ahead and take this one? Or do you want me to start it off and give it to you?
You can start off.
I believe that I could make actual change in this division, or not in this division, in this site, sorry, because I've been around the different divisions. I know how most of the stuff works. Burger actually understands site administration to a pretty good level, being the quote-unquote site redactor for some time, and I believe that he understands what it takes to actually make these changes, instead of just saying we will. We are going to fucking make them.
All
I
right,
think that...
I have
Yeah,
something
go.
else to add on. I have something else to add on. When I was DOR, I didn't just sit on my high horse and just make decisions because I felt like it. I worked with my administration team, who for a very long time was a great administration team, King. And you don't know this because you were not in research because you fucking left to do MTF or whatever. After you tried to coup me like, what, twice? 3 times? I don't know. Whatever. Point is, I know how to work with people. And I don't just sit on my high horse. Like, you know, I don't know, other divisions may have had this, but when I work with research, when I work with my administration team, there's a reason why it's called a team. And yes, at the end, people became inactive, and that was because of extraneous circumstances, because half the server population dropped to fucking 30 people a day. Of course, it's become inactive.
All right, and your time is up. Do you wish to add an additional 30 seconds?
I'm good. Burger, do you want to add it?
I'm probably good.
Okay,
All right,
we're
now
good.
you guys have 1 minute to debate. You guys can go now.
Yeah, no, that's fucking cap, Burger, dude. You literally had 3 RA, including yourself, dude. And guess what? The other 2 RA you had were extremely inactive. And you know who even got them there? That was fucking me, dude. If you didn't even have me, it would just be all you. And then there would be nobody enforcing what you wanted to do. Literally nothing, dude. I promoted everybody. I got everybody into the research administration. I orchestrated the fucking group projects. I tried to push people forward. You sat back and I asked you to for shit. I did
Yes, for
your
the what?
job
For the
for
what?
you.
One
You
month
gave
that you were
good insights.
coordinator.
I
One
will
month
give
that
you
you were
that.
coordinator
But
under me
you
or
didn't
something?
enforce anything
Of course,
yourself.
bro. Because you left to MTF, and then after you left, I
I
had a
left
great
MTF because I
prosperous
had to
fucking
go
research
help
department with a
MTF.
great administration team,
Is site
and you just
director
weren't looking because you
Maybe
were
I
focusing
shouldn't
on
have left
MTF.
Burger
Of course, you're not going to know
because
what
I
the fuck
would
was
have
going on.
known that fucking research would have
Oh
died
yeah,
for the next month and a half by leaving it with
of
you.
course, thing. Yeah, it did die. It was
Alright, let's
great
move
until it died
past
at
this.
fucking Christmas when the entire
This
All
is
right,
server
some
and
died.
your
yelling
time
match.
is up. All right, now we are going to move on to audience questions. Anyone in the audience, if you guys wish to send me any sort of questions, you guys can send me the questions as well as DM me. If you want an anonymous, for the people that have already sent me their questions, don't worry, I have them. But before we begin, we're actually going to have a special guest come up because they were very, very persistent about having a question.
Hey, people. Alright, now. Let's fucking begin. First question. Both of your site deputy directors are pretty fucking retarded. How are you gonna quell this? Let's be real here. One of your site deputy directors is a fucking power tripper. The other one, well, he doesn't play the fucking server, busy on Clone Wars RP. How are you gonna quell this fucking situation?
All right. I'll answer first. So Computer's been playing a bit of Clone Wars. He's been more interested in that. He's still going to be dedicated to SCPRP. I'm not gonna lie. I don't necessarily need him as much because he's my SDD. I'm going to be doing most of the stuff. He's an advisor and he can talk to me in DMs. He can advise me on some stuff, but I'm going to be doing most of the footwork. If he's going to continue on with CWRP and he's not coming back to SCP, then he's going to have to resign. And that's going to be how it simply is. I want somebody who's dedicated to SCPRP. That's how it's going to go. I care about SCPRP. If he's going to be on another server, well, he's at least got to dedicate it somehow.
All right, and then Gaines, same question for you.
Go ahead and repeat it.
Why did Fadi leave?
I don't fucking know, dude.
Fadi, come back up.
Fadi, you have to go to SCP General. Get out of the fucking get out of like the debate thing.
Yeah, I invited you again. You gotta press accept.
Alright, I'm back. I fucking see it. So,
Alright, repeat your question, yeah.
Gaines, your site deputy director, some would say he's simply a fucking retard. What has this guy really done? Like, this guy's been a site redactor power tripper, so is this guy really fucking credible to be running our site?
Is my time started?
Yes, you can start now.
Okay, great. So, while there have been claims that Berger is a power tripper, I don't really believe this is true. I don't believe he's power hungry. I believe that as quote-unquote site redactor, he did a great job in ensuring that the HOS, the fucking SA, actually knew what they were doing, knew what they were getting into with documents and such, and knew not to fucking leak documents. I think that, as my STD, because he's a lot more active than the other STD, I think that ours is a better choice, obviously. And it's a bit... he'll keep everything in line. I'll make sure he stays in line, because I'm the fucking director, obviously. That's just how the fucking chain of command works. And I can ensure that there will be no quote-unquote coup that he'll do, that I've been alerted to by, like, one person that I am looking at in the voice chat right now. So yeah, I think it'll be
Say my
completely
name,
fucking
bitch.
fine. Caligny, Fadi, Avocado, any of those fucking names you have.
Okay, I have a follow-up.
I don't want your follow-up.
Before we begin the follow-up, do you guys wish to debate?
I would like to if you are down, King.
That's up to you, man.
All right, you guys' minute starts now.
All right, I would like to address in terms of activity. I've been going by the alias Zero recently, which I mean, just because you
Ooh,
might have
I
not
see
seen
you bring up a
computer as
good
a
point.
name.
Yeah, I mean,
I've been
I'm
on the
fully
server
aware.
as Zero.
I've kept it quiet because I know you probably didn't want to be asked shit about it. So
I mean, I've just been going by the alias so command wouldn't bias to promote me up to corporal, and I actually want to earn my way back up to corporal. And also, I've been working with King on documents, and we talk pretty frequently. It's
Yeah,
not as if
he's definitely not wrong. We literally will talk for, I don't know, hours sometimes. Probably
yeah,
too
legit
long,
hours.
but we end up
Legit
finding
hours.
out a lot of things and we end up understanding a lot of things.
I mean, we
because-
wrote a document literally last night, so your claim of activity doesn't make sense.
I'm talking about on the server specifically.
And
Because
again,
having
I played a Zero. I mean, like maybe these last couple days I'm playing on TW more than I normally would, but I mean, there's been a lot of events. And I still get in
All right, and we are done. No more debating. All right, moving forward, Avocado, would you like to ask your other question?
Yeah. So, there's recently been a huge fucking problem, and this relates to the site directly. There's a huge fucking conflict going on. There's two sides to this conflict, Israel and Palestine. How are you gonna remedy the Israel versus Palestine?
All right, you're done. I knew you were gonna do it, bro. I knew you were gonna fucking do it. All right, next we're gonna move on to a follow-up question from an anonymous person. What plans do you have to revive M&E, the most struggling security division at the moment, as site director, if any? King, you go first.
Okay, so I know. Okay, so M&E about a month or so ago, before Advanced Dupe got taken out, it was literally one of the best security divisions. It was like close with MedSec. MedSec's probably number one right now. I would say M&E was at second, very close second, and then the third, that being GenSec, is kind of the one that's not doing so well. I'm gonna be honest. I don't have like specific changes in mind. I just want to help basically push M&E to do more research stuff. Kind of like Gaines also said this as well. But when I was research, I tried to have some of this happen. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't get pretty much any of it done because I ended up leaving towards MTF by that time. They could help out with research stuff. Like I said, Gaines agrees in this point as well as I think maybe just Freeman or any of the M&E command or anybody that's knowledgeable hosting sessions showing people how to build and everything like that. There's a lot of people that just have no idea how to build and they're just discouraged from coming to M&E because of that. I can say myself as well. I personally felt this when I first joined the server. I had no idea how to fucking build because, yeah.
All right, your time is up.
All right.
Gaines, the same question goes to you.
Yeah, I have a lot of talk. I'm starting? Cool, let's go.
Yeah, you can go.
Okay, so M&E, as we all know, is a dying division. I think that with the removal of Advanced Duplicator, while I do not necessarily disagree, make that very clear, and I am not for the re-adding of it due to UA being very clear it's not coming back, I do believe that, thank you first of all, King, for arguing on my behalf, and so I don't have to take as much time. Second of all, I think that, yes, we need more simulations. That's what Simon said in my doctrine, but he fucking said it for me, so whatever. : additionally, I have spoken with the M&E Captain Freeman about some ideas for M&E. Last week, I was the only fucking one that showed up to the goddamn M&E meeting for some ungodly fucking reason, including COs, except for Freeman. He's the only other guy there. Good shit, Freeman. We have discussed, this is a very, very low possibility, but a decent possibility, actually, of adding specific cameras to M&E. An idea. Okay, Alex was in LOA, that's whatever. Yeah, I'm just saying. The ones that were there, I'm not stupid. But adding some sort of cameras to M&E so we can have better health for the division, for the site.
All right,
and
and your
division
time
overall.
is up. Do you wish to add an additional 30 seconds, or do you want to stop here?
I'm good. We're good, Burger.
All right, you guys have 1 minute to debate if you guys wish to debate. Do you guys wish to debate or not?
I don't know. If Gaines wants to debate, sure. Okay, well, I guess
we had basically very similar ideas on that
Next question.
Philip, why the fuck are you
Serious.
still here?
Did you get back?
Stop, I was given permission. Listen.
Okay.
The question arises as to whether or not deep gaming should be canceled in its current form, where the portrayal of AI agents as being de facto law enforcement personnel capturing the oppressing suspect.
Oh my fucking god. I love you, avocado. Never change. Never change. Never ever change. Okay. So from Farlow, he states, Gaines, why did you remove Foddy?
All right, this was going to come up inevitably. I'm gonna take this one fully. Bergen doesn't say a single word in this one. I removed Foddy because I didn't. I'll be honest. I'll admit this straight up. I did not do enough research on him. I did not. I knew him from outside this community. I knew him before. I chose him because I thought he was a good pick. However, as I was immediately told wrong by about 17 fucking people, both on the server and in Discord, including many staff members who have known Foddy for fucking months upon months since he fucking joined the server, that he was a bad choice, and that he's a bit of a minge, is what I've been told. Obviously nothing. I can't really say any of the specific words because a lot of them were a bit too bit out there. But I removed him because he was I didn't want to run with him, and I chose Burger because I thought he'd be better.
Okay. I mean, I don't really feel like, King, you have to answer that question since it's specifically directed at Gaines.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna move forward to the next question from. Let me pull it up. God, I fucking hate this. From Fish, thoughts on CI?
Thoughts on CI? Let's make their lives harder. I know they've been kind of bored recently with MTF because they don't do as many counter raids or even operations. I think at this point, so we should make the CI's life hard, and we should make it more interesting for them because we should actually combat them and deal with them as opposed to just hide away in the facility and let them fuck us every time they come over. That's not a proper way to go about things. Yeah, I think that's generally it. Like I said, I did want to put in the negotiation price caps again, kind of like what Perry did. I'm going to lower them a little bit more though, because the economy, as well as the negotiation lines. So I think that's about it.
All right, now Gaines, what is your thoughts on CI?
Okay, I think the Chaos Insurgency as a division, I think that but we don't propel them or repel them like as much as we should. I think I've been approached, out of character as a CI main, I've been approached by a different MTF asking how they can get better at the game. And I've had to sit down and give them tips that I thought people would know, but apparently they don't fucking know it. They aren't trained in very basic Garry's Mod combat, and they fucking need to be. Like, I think that it's just innately an issue, right? That the fucking MTF don't know what they're doing against the CI. Additionally, I think that the CI, people don't know what they look like. When I first joined the server, I had no idea what the fucking CI looked like. There needs to be some way for us to show the security, people in LCZ that never really see CI, to know what they actually look like. You know what I mean? Because if they're already firing at you, you're pretty much dead if you don't know what you're doing. So a cadet, an officer needs to know what the fuck they look like. I'm gonna fucking kill you, Caligny. Shut the fuck up and don't at me again.
Oh my gosh. All right.
Alright, thank you.
Now you guys have a minute to debate if you guys wish to.
Okay, there's a funny thing about this. I actually was, when I was an MTF sergeant, I got permission to host a site debrief telling every Foundation member exactly how to deal with GOI and what they look like and how their strategies are and everything else like that. I mean, I don't think we necessarily need to do site debriefs for that, but I guess we could write down in a doc somewhere and probably have that sent. Basically just declassification of info so people are aware of what to do. Yeah.
Can I just say something about this
You have 30
King
seconds.
CI lecture? There's a very beautiful CI lecture.
Yes,
When
I know.
King
The
just
CI
stood
came
there for what, half
afterwards,
an
and they did the
hour?
whole funny
We stood there
raid and
half
everything
an
like
hour
that.
talking to the JetSec. Oh, it was a beautiful lecture where you used a disguise skill with another
Yes, and I
MTF
actually had
it was
interactiveness with
great.
the
Yeah.
lecture, and nobody
Yeah,
really left.
we need more lectures, guys. We need more site lectures about fucking, I don't
Oh,
know,
you're
whatever.
one to talk about lectures, Burger. You literally fucking
My
did
All right,
lectures
and we
were
are
They were
done
so
with time.
mind-numbingly
No more
bad.
talking, or else I will hand out mute. All right, moving forward, we're going to move on to the next question. Also, boys, stop being a civil. Come on, we like the juicy stuff. Be aggressive. Come at each other's throats, as Beef said. Some pussy shit, bro. Come on. All right. From Alex, he sent me a new one actually. Let me fix it up. Alex stated, "What are your thoughts on the command structure of security as well as other divisions? I often see the lead doing everything and their men doing nothing. Since this is so popular, why is this not just a leadership issue?"
Is this just a leadership issue? Hmm. I don't. You know what? That's actually a valid point. I mean, fuck. I'm sorry. Can you repeat that again?
All right. Alex stated, "What are your thoughts on the command structure of security as well as other divisions? I often see the lead doing everything and their men doing nothing.
Okay.
Since this is so
Okay.
popular, why is this
Yep.
not just a leadership issue?"
Okay, so basically, yeah. Okay, so the idea is, the head person is always doing so much, and the commander not following in suit with that. I think it's maybe sometimes because the lead is just carrying all the weight, and they don't nobody below them wants to fuck with them, or they're too scared to. That's actually one thing I have heard a lot is people are too scared to deal with a lead of a division or something like that, and they just fear to do anything in that regard. I would hope this isn't the case and try to do more of your own commanding and try to, I don't know, not fucking be scared of what intertwines with what your lead does. Just do the best you can yourself. That's what I tried to do. I don't know. I think that's just the best way to go about it.
All right, and the same question goes to you, Gaines. Would you like me to read it off again?
Yeah, go ahead, read it off. I want to hear the entire thing again.
What
so
are
I
your
can-
thoughts on the command structure of security as well as other divisions? I often see the lead doing everything and their men doing nothing. Since this is so popular, why is this not just a leadership issue?
Okay, so if this is referring to division leads, correct? Regarding that, or is this just leads and squads and such?
I don't know how in depth this question goes. I'm just stating that that's
Okay,
exactly what the
whatever.
question
I'll
said.
fucking yeah. Okay, it's division leads. Cool. I'll just answer off of that. So the division leads, I think that it's a bit of a it's hard to say because there's a point where this becomes, I guess you could say, as it becomes like a bloodline type of thing. I guess is the best way to say when people feel like they should either do like amazingly do less than the last person or do more sometimes, like with the Farlow situation. I don't exactly have the best answer for this one. Burger, do you have anything? Burger, please. Just look at me. Say something. Burger, please.
All right. Yes. Well, I will say
And
this.
unfortunately, your time is up. Moving forward, we're going to talk about the debates if you guys wish to debate.
Uh,
I think we pretty much said the
All right,
same
moving
thing.
on. This is one of my favorite questions. It got DM'd to me, and I just brought it up because it was such a good question. All right, King, why are you the more mature and professional contender? Point out a specific flaw about your opponent that makes you better.
Hmm. Um. Hmm. I don't know. So I would say more like this. I like getting a lot of fucking DMs that are jokes at this point.
Your
I
time
would
is running.
say, yeah, sorry. I would say I just try to take things as seriously as I can in that kind of regard, and I try not to just like do things on the fly. I don't. The best I would say about this is just I fucking take my time with things, and I don't want to like do some shit out of impulse. That's what I would say. I wouldn't just change things out of impulse or on the moment. I would plan things out, and I wouldn't change my SDD at the last moment.
All right, moving forward. Gains. I'm going to ask you the same exact question. Why are you the more mature and professional contender? Point out a specific flaw about your opponent that makes you better.
Burger, do you have anything to say on this one?
yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, I know Gaines. I've worked with Gaines before. I've seen him in research. I've seen King in research. And all I'm gonna say is King's just, sometimes he's just generally a nuisance. Just not really the best person to deal with in a command position. That's all I'm really gonna say. Just generally sort of a nuisance. And another thing about actually, never mind. This is unrelated. Yeah, you go ahead, Gaines.
You just give it back to me? All right, cool. I think that what Burger said is correct. I think that, maybe sometimes King isn't the best to deal with in a command position. But I have some choice things for the debate, so I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna leave that one there. I'm gonna leave that question there. Leave it right there on the ground to wait for you to pick it
Oh,
up.
Okay, and
King's violent
your
outbursts.
time is up. So, do you guys wish to debate?
Yeah, I do. I wish to debate. I'm
All
gonna
right,
fucking
and
start
time
it off.
starts now.
No, I'm going first, you little piece of shit. So you had to call me out on fucking replacing Foddy. So actually, that's if
I
anything.
suggested
I
replacing
want you to
Foddy,
shut the
but that was
fuck
your
up.
initial
All
idea.
right, you're gonna
Okay,
shut
relax.
up.
All right,
Now
buddy.
listen to
One
me.
at a time.
Just take
Here's
the
how this is
anger
gonna
medicine.
fucking go. I'm going to say what I want to say, and then we're gonna say
Okay.
what you're gonna say. It's gonna be a very civil discussion. You ready for this one? All right. Me replacing
This is
Foddy is,
very
if anything,
civil, by the way.
shut the fuck up. It's if
Okay.
anything a strength.
All right. Very civil.
So
King,
I
Very
believe
allow him to
that
speak.
replacing Foddy, if anything, can show that I actually learned from my mistakes. You know what I mean? Pretty simple. All right, I think we're
All
good.
right. Yeah. Okay.
King, do you have anything to respond?
Talking about violent outbursts. Okay. I mean, I've never seen this side of Gaines, but I mean, I guess we're both on this now. I don't know. I don't have violent outbursts. I call people on their shit when they're acting dumb. Same shit with Burger. Like when he says I was a nuisance.
All right, and the
in
time is
research.
up. Moving forward, we're going to move on to the next question. From an anonymous person, they said, "How are you going to fund the site for audience?" King.
I'm sorry. Can you say that one more
How are you going
time.
to fund the site? From
How am I going
Anonymous.
to fund the site? I don't know. I mean, I could take it out of my own personal account, but what I want, some of the like monetary things, is bringing back like how SCB. I know they used to pay SCB operatives for recontaining stuff. Like it was a very small amount, but I think they should bring that back because it does incentivize them to do their job a bit better. I know it's a very small thing, but I don't know. I think it's a very interesting thing. Another thing, though, what I actually do think is MTF getting paid out for actually collecting intel. I tried to introduce this when I was commander, and I literally told them I would pay them like 100 grand if they got actual valuable info, and I just never got any of them getting it. As for bankruptcy, no, I'm not saying like pay a shit ton of money to anybody. I'm saying small amounts, like reasonable small amounts.
All right,
Burger
and your
saying this is a
time
good
is
idea.
done. Do you
All right.
wish to continue this with 30 more seconds that you're allowed to add or
No,
not?
thank you.
All right, Gaines, the next question is for you.
Go ahead.
Same question. How are you going to fund the site?
Burger, did you want to take this one? I think you had something in my DMs you were wanting to say.
I just sent you one thing.
Okay, well, yes.
But okay, fine,
But you gotta
fine.
take
We
it.
could
You
have
didn't get the
Your
SCP.
time
So
is
go ahead.
going right now.
go Gaines, go.
Hey, all right, you want me to go? All right. So obviously, we're gonna do a lot of funny things. Something that Burger suggested was a funny little boxing match. Obviously,
That's
it's been
cringe.
it's been done before, sure. It's been done before, sure. But there are various other ways, such as different competitions we could do. I think that an idea that was used before was an SCP knowledge test, I believe. I think we're going to be using that. I'm also
Okay.
going to, yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Well, no, you still have 20 seconds left if you
Oh,
want to
yeah,
continue.
no, just go ahead. I was going to address something in the chat, but.
All right, moving forward. The debate starts right now if you guys wish to continue.
Okay, can I just say something about
Go
King?
for it.
You know your great idea of
Mhm.
paying MTF to gather intel?
Yes,
I
know.
literally
You said it
told
was
you to
your
do that.
idea. Yes, you
told
told
you
me
to
to
do
do
that.
that. Yes,
I
but
literally
we're not
told
going
you
to
to do
talk
that.
about
Stop
the
stealing
thing
my
that
ideas,
deals
King.
with that.
It's
Stealing your
literally
idea? You troll.
it's like the same with the SOP.
You,
You didn't
you
write the
weren't
SOP.
the
You just
original
copy
one. I
pasted
hope
all
you
my
realize
documents
that,
into
right?
one document and said,
You
"Look
weren't
how
the
much work I
original
did."
person.
Oh my
In the one
god,
document,
King.
and I
Oh my
formatted it
god.
better, and I actually did the word
Literally
for it,
just
and I
steals my
added in the
ideas
proper
and then presents
stuff.
them as, oh, what is this?
And
What
then
is this?
you
What
actually
is this,
posted the
King? What are you
documents that I
doing?
made for
What are
you.
you doing?
Like the repeatable tests. You troll. Dude.
Ah, yes, the one
We've
thing,
worked on things
repeatable test
together, but
that
you
like
can't
10
credit
people
one or
did.
the other.
That like 10
right?
people did.
I don't know with you, Burger. Sometimes, man. Sometimes.
All right, do you guys wish to stop the debate? You guys have 10 seconds left.
Yes, sir.
All right, moving forward. Oh, fuck, this fucking notepad's annoying as hell. All right, next question is from another anonymous person. How do you plan to improve Sims, and can we have a site sim weekly? From anonymous.
So Sims. Okay, I will say, I'm gonna be honest. When I was MTF commander, I tried to do Sims, but then there's things that just get in the way. One, you can't do them on site. Well, recontainment Sims on site. You have to do them GM rooms. And you can't use the there's like so many fucking rules on that, so you can't do it with TC or stuff. PvP sims though, you can do them a bit easier, obviously, but there is the problem of just setting up the sim in general. There's, if you want to do an event room, you gotta use adverts for the TPs. There's all this other bullshit that's just attached onto it, and it makes it really fucking annoying to do. I'm not gonna say you can't just do like daily sims. I don't think that's possible unless you have a lot of GMs specifically like looking at that, and not their actual events, which events are actually gonna bring in more people because of that. Something to enjoy. I think maybe weekly sims that could be done. Weekly site sims, maybe. This would have to be larger scale. But I don't. I'm gonna be honest. I don't really have a clear answer for this. I'm not gonna cut the ball, and that's just simply how it is. I would try to encourage sims, but I can't ensure there's going to be a weekly site sim because GMs are busy. That's simply how it is.
All right, and then for you, Gaines.
Repeat the question.
Oh, fucking crap.
Oh my god.
Goddamn notepad. All right, how do you plan to improve Sims, and can we have a site sim weekly?
I believe that, so a big thing with improving Sims, I think that as Sims are, they're pretty good. I think that there's been a few issues as of late, though. Is that I'm not going to name the person that specifically did it, but during one IA Sim, a an admin came in, completely unrelated, wasn't even his division, and basically took over and tried to take full control over the sim and tried over the division leader, right? Which I think that's out unprofessional as shit. I believe that it should very much be in the hands of the division leader and the GMs that are helping run it, or sometimes the same person depending on who it is. So I think that secondly, I don't think that site sims are an incredible idea. Perhaps one or two maybe, but I don't think that having a very strict schedule for it is a good idea. That's just my take on it.
Okay. And now we're gonna move on to the debate times. Do you guys wish to debate or not?
I'm fine.
yeah.
You got anything, King?
I mean, I actually,
It's okay. I won't
say
yell this time. It's
personally.
fine.
Okay, so I'll say that setting up site sims and kind of forcing that, anything on site, I don't know, it's just kind of harder to do in that regard, and it's less encouraging to do them because it's something that they already see. Doing GM sims are way more rewarding in that kind of factor. But I'm not gonna just force a fucking site sim down people's throats every week. That's not gonna be something they enjoy per se. If somebody wants to do a site sim and there's general alcohol for it, we could do that. That's something we want to do. But we don't want to shove shit to people down people's throats. We don't want to push them to the point where they can't fucking do it.
Yeah, I fully agree there. I think that forcing people into simulations will actually be detrimental to their efficiency within those simulations and out of them. Yeah, Burger, got anything?
I just want to point out that First King was saying, "Oh, Gaze wants to do Sims. That's too many Sims," and now he's saying that we got to do
No,
more
I'm
Sims.
saying a
Curious.
doctrine that is based completely off Sims. is
And we
not
are
something
done
good.
with the time for debating. All right, we're gonna move on to the next question. What are you guys gonna do about corruption? From Mr. Sister.
Okay. Well, I mean, it depends on the kind of corruption here. Are we talking about conscripting into divisions? Are we talking about IA power tripping? Are we talking about fucking, I don't know, some really shady ass shit where I don't know, there's been the researchers that are fucking Sargate cultists, and we're not getting reports on these guys. I don't know, some shit like that, or IA not looking at each other like that. I've already said this. I'm gonna add abuse of power as in the penal code. Like I said, I have to get specifics on it, but I'm gonna try to stop that. That's one way of stopping corruption in that kind of regard. Conscriptions, that's up to the fucking division. If they want to do that, that's how they're gonna do it. I encourage every division that is more elite, like MTF, TCU. They have tryouts because of that. It ensures that they know their shit. It's fair to everyone in that regard. I'm just not a fan of it personally.
All right, and for you, Gaines, do you want me to ask the question again?
Yeah, go ahead.
Wait, hold on, I think I deleted it. Oh yeah. What are you going to do about power corruption? From Mr. Sister.
I think that corruption is I think the easy answer is saying it's a bad thing. I'm going to stamp it out. However, I think I'm going to go a bit more in depth in this one. I think that I am going to do very heavy investigations, working directly with the division leaders that are being accused, or the division leaders that have their division being accused of power tripping, or not power tripping, corruption. I'm going to work with them closely. Of course, if they're the one being investigated, then obviously not. But I think that working closely with people that actually know them and aren't their quote unquote friend and they won't just lie for them is going to be a vital part to stamping out corruption once and for all within our site and within all divisions as a whole. That's all. Thank you. Lenny, you got anything? Lenny the Burger?
Oh.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Alrighty. You guys have 1 minute to debate if you guys wish to. If not, we can move on to the next one.
I'm good. You got
All
anything?
right.
King?
I'm good.
So from here on out, I'm no longer going to take any audience questions since this is getting very dragged out. I'm enjoying this, but at the same time, we need to have a cap because I don't want this to go over 2 hours, bro. It's going to be way too long. All right, moving on to the next question. What would you do if someone attempted to coup you or your deputy director? From Ali. King, you go first.
Okay. If people want to coup me, there's a okay. I'm gonna okay. Just as rape had to mention during Lone's coup, there is a democratic way of having a coup. All right. If you want to remove the site director, you have to write a petition, and you get I think it's around 35 or some, I don't know. There's a margin of votes required. and then you can remove them in that way. If you want to get rid of somebody, do it in a democratic way. Do not do this weird insurgent shit. I don't know, something like that. It's very easy to get somebody out if they're doing a bad job. That's all I'm going to say. There you go.
Okay. And then for you, Gaines,
Go ahead, ask the question one more time.
what
And
would
do
you
it big.
do if someone attempted to coup you or your deputy director from Alley?
Okay, well, if someone attempted to coup me, grape, I think I would immediately. I think, well, if I've already gotten to a position where I'm being cooed, I think that I would have already been ensuring that I have been doing the best I can to not fuck over any specific division. And if I found out, if I got word of the coup, I would attempt to figure out exactly what's wrong with my position of power in order to see what those people think and see if I can change anything. Well, reasonable, obviously, to ensure everything is fine. But if they were actively cooing me and trying to kill me, I would. I don't really think I need to go into that. I think it's a bit too gruesome. Thank you. That's all.
All right. Now you guys have 1 minute to debate if you guys wish to debate.
I'm good, King.
Actually, one thing I will add on is, if somebody's actually trying to like do a rebellion coup, we're gonna put those motherfuckers up on site debrief and execute them. That being like, the non-democratic coup, like actual terrorists, or I don't know, whatever you want to call them. I don't know, some shit like that. There you go. That's fun. That's for everyone to watch. There you go.
Damn, I was really expecting some more debates from this, but whatever.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I don't got shit.
All right, moving forward, what's your stance on A1 from Frontliner?
Okay, so I know this one was gonna have to come up at some point or another. So I've already talked with A1. I'm gonna be honest. So I know everybody wants Jupiter's head on a fucking platter. Like that one's like easy. That's like an easy fucking thing that I could just say. I could fucking remove Jupiter, and I'm sure a lot of people would just vote for me. I personally do. I saw some of the shit that Jupiter does. I didn't agree with it, but I at the same time, I'm gonna give him the chance that he deserves and let the past be in the past. If he does dumb shit, send that shit to me and he'll be fucking gone. It's as simple as that. Rest of the A1 that are currently in, they're good as they stand. Yeah, I think that's about it. There you go.
All right, and I guess the same questions for you, Gaines.
I'm gonna let Burger take this one because he wanted to.
Yeah.
By the way, before I go on, I'm gonna let him talk more because he didn't have time with the SCD debates. Go on.
All right, so Alpha One right now, we all know that it doesn't have, the best reputation. I've seen better times for Alpha One. I'm not saying that this is the result of one specific person's, actions, but it's just general, the reputation has slid away. They're seen more of just a rinky-dinky, bodyguard unit that just kind of stands around and shoots people that walk up to them. If that's all they are, then, they might as well just be fucking cadets in D block. Alpha One's supposed to be seen as this fucking hand of God. Whatever SA or 05 tells them to do, that's what they do. They get it done. When you come to Alpha One, you shouldn't be look guys, look, it's Alpha One. It should be like oh crap, it's fucking Alpha One. I really what I'm really gonna do is I'm gonna work with Alpha One Jupiter. I know Jupiter is a contentious person, but his ability to lead should be separated from his personality, because just because some people don't like his personality doesn't mean he's a terrible leader, and vice versa.
All right,
But
your
I'm gonna
time is
work with
up. Do you wish to add an additional 30 seconds to that question or
yeah.
not?
This is like one of the last questions. Anyway,
I wouldn't mind. Go ahead.
It's yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Let me add it to the timer. All right, you may
Jupiter.
begin now.
I plan to work with Jupiter and Alpha One to restore Alpha One's reputation to its former glory, because there are some members that have gone pretty close to the position of Alpha One that I don't think should have gone anywhere near Alpha One. And hopefully I can fix the reputation of Alpha One from, some bodyguard unit that just kind of stands around to this thing that, that it basically has, Alpha One, they're supposed to be the most loyal, the most dedicated to the Foundation. That's not what, are they seen like, is that what they're looked at as right now? Not really.
All right, and your time is up. Do you guys wish to debate? No debating?
King, you got anything? I'm guessing not, right?
Okay, so Burger, I know you want to like suck up to that.
I just need a yes or no from you, King, right now. How are we gonna
Sure,
go?
let's debate. Fuck, I don't care. Okay, so basically, A1, as I currently see it, like I said, I like a lot of the members. I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of members in A1 that I currently agree with. Like I said, I'm not going to kick out Jupiter just to kick him out. But if he does some of the dumb shit like he's done in the past, like some people have fucking told me that he just like does some like really villain ass quotes or some weird shit like that. I don't know. Or like fucking trying to get A1 to help researchers in tests. That's kind of weird. I don't know about that, man. Starts doing more of that stuff, then we're gonna remove him. But I want to give him the chance that he can. I don't know. Just let's keep A1 to the A1 shit. Let's keep it like that.
Okay. Moving on to the next question.
Can I say something in rebuttal?
Oh, the time was up. I'm sorry about that.
Dude, okay, so how can he just take the entire minute? for
It was
himself?
your guys' ability to interject any single time you wanted to.
I'm pretty sure I thought it was like, he gets to reply and then we get to reply.
Yes, it's normally one at a time if you guys are screaming at the top of your lungs at each other, but it's a little bit different when, like, you
Well,
guys
that's
had any
kind of
point to interject.
well, you should have told us.
All
I would
right,
have
there's no point in
interjected.
arguing. We know now. Let's continue on.
Anyway,
All right, moving on to the next question. How will you contain IA's autism as site director from the flip knife himself? King.
Okay. Contain IA's autism. Okay.
What the
Okay.
fuck does that even mean? What does that even
Ask
fucking
fucking
mean?
Bear, bro.
Bear, you're not. What do you have over IA? Can you shut the fuck up, you fat fuck? God damn. Like, what does that even mean? Ignore the question. Skip Bear. He's a fucking retard.
See.
All right, moving on to the next one. Viewers are asking to both of you guys, why do you both sound so angry? From an anonymous.
Well, I don't know. Somebody once told me that they want debates to be more interesting. I'm not gonna contest fucking gains on every point, but I will try to argue with him on things that I don't agree with. I don't know. I just have to have that kind of regard. We don't have that much time, so we got to talk quick. So that's how I see it.
All right, and then
Am I good to
from
go?
the you're good to go.
All right. I said this just frankly. I'm not usually very yelly, as most people know. Even King said it was out of character for me. I did it because I like making things interesting. I respect King on a high level, but sometimes you gotta make things interesting. Keep things going. Having things being so civil all the time, especially when it's a debate centric like time. We had time to be civil. We had time to be civil with our doctrines. We had time to do interviews. Now is the time for war. And that's all I have to say on the matter.
All right, do you guys wish to debate on this one?
No.
Okay. Moving on. This is directed. There's two specific questions. So, for gains. Since you failed in seeing the obvious downside of Caligny as your STD, what's stopping you from making another decision that could very well cause another civil downfall?
I've learned from my mistake, and I've learned to do more research. I think that the research into individuals and decisions that I make. I think that very obviously I didn't do enough. I'm gonna say that again. I didn't do enough research into Caligny, Avocado / Foddy, whatever the fuck you want to call him. And additionally, I'm not alone in my decision making. I'm with Burger here. Burger's my SCD, site director deputy, whatever, the other way around, deputy, whatever. You get it. You got it, man. I got you. Uh, and we'll be making these decisions together. You know what I mean? Very simple. Very simple. There we go.
Okay, and now for the next question specifically directed at King. You're aggressive and you like to push your ideals into full force. What happens when you have everyone that dislikes these ideals and now put you to blame?
Well, if people would like I said, I wouldn't really push forward with something if a majority of people don't agree with me. I'm not gonna. If people don't want something to be changed, then I guess that's kind of how it's like. That's how it's gonna go. I'm not gonna push something that I wouldn't like. I don't know. That's just a simple thing. If people are going to hate the change that I want to make, then why would I make that in the first place? I don't know. Other than like, no, like I don't know. That's fucking it. That's literally it. don't know.
Okay. Do you guys wish to debate this for either the questions or not? I'll take silence as a no. All right, now we have another viewer question. I don't know how he got up onto stage, but he's up on stage now, so he's going to ask the question. Joe?
Right. How will the site stay ethical without the ethics committee?
Oh my fucking god.
Fuck ethics. Literally, fuck. I don't care about ethics, bro. Literally commit war crimes. It's fucking hilarious. It is way better. Fucking, why be ethical when you can just commit?
Fuck you, Joe. Fuck you, Joe.
I got a question. When will Joe be able to walk again?
What?
I think everyone laughed, Josh. Everyone just laughed really bad. Like you just couldn't hear it, dude. It was very funny. I promise.
Well, they're in the audience. I can't hear them.
Yeah, don't worry. They're laughing. I promise.
Thanks.
Am I,
I
am
didn't
I
have
supposed, to
validation.
answer this, am I supposed to answer this question?
Also,
No,
get
I'm
off the
just-
I
stage.
don't know. All right,
Yes.
everyone's off the stage.
Get off.
All right. For the next question, anonymous question, what's your thoughts on current security command?
All branches or just GenSec?
Security command.
Okay. Fuck it. I'll just say all branches. Josh does a good job. A lot of people are scared of him though because he takes it a very serious manner. I think you guys should not be as scared of Josh as you should be. I've seen that a lot recently. Just talk with Josh. I'm sure he'll have a decent conversation with you. Data's done a good job. He's been doing a lot of sims. Like I said, you don't necessarily need a lot of sims, but they do help regardless, especially when server downtime. Gold. He was MedSec captain before. There's a fucking reason for that. He's really good. Charles, he's good. Drone, I don't really know too much about. I don't know. M&E. So Freeman, he's been doing Freeman shit, which I mean, he knows how to lead M&E better than anybody else. Alex, Alex has been a force to reckon with in the recent times that he's been in command. He's generally helped out with a lot. He's been training a lot of people. I don't know, he's just done a really good job. GenSec. Snowman. I've known Snowman since the beginning. He's a really good dude. I think if anybody would have been GenSec captain, it should have been him. So I'm glad to see that he's leading general security now. And then there's some new GenSec sergeants. I think it's I'm gonna be honest, I don't know. I don't know the lower command. But most of the security command have been doing okay. I think that's the best way to put it. I haven't seen stellar activity, but it's decent. Let's see more.
All right, and Gaines, what's your thoughts on security command?
Security command is good. I like it. Josh is doing a good job. I think that I've supported like the majority of the different security command people. I've been with Gold for a while. Obviously not since he was last MedSec captain, as fucking King mentioned, but I've supported them through everything. I fucking made sure that they don't fucking make dumb decisions. Not obviously with force, because I don't have any authority over them. Never been an NCO in my life. I think that all of them are doing a good job. I think that some of them are just stuck in some areas that, like with M&E, they have a bad hand, so to speak. They were dealt a bad hand, and they need a little help on that front. You know what I mean? But aside from that, Burger, you got anything?
No, but I will add that yes, Josh is doing a good job, but he's scary, but he's doing a good job.
All right, and we're going to move on to debates. Does anyone have anything that they disagree with? I'll take silence as a no. Now, from the next question, it's from an anonymous person. I wonder who it would be. What has Apophis done wrong, and is there anything he's done badly enough to remove him? King.
So, Favis, I don't think he's done anything wrong necessarily. He actually has taken action on power troopers. Maybe people don't like that he's like as punishing as like Jet was, or actually wait, Union wasn't even here that long. He kind of just dipped the fuck out. But Jet was kind of funny because he punished the fuck out of you if you did something bad. He was really good. But I think Pav is a bit more soft-handed on that. But then again, he does make sure that power troopers are taught when they learn their lesson. I think maybe it's the fact though that he's not as harsh with them is maybe the reason why people don't like him. As well as I don't know. I mean, Apophis is sometimes contested with some people. He's not exactly the most popular person, so I don't know entirely on why people hate him, but that's just kind of how it is.
All right, and Gaines,
Repeat
what
the
has
question one more
Apophis
time.
done wrong, and is there anything he's done badly enough to remove him from an anonymous
I don't think Apophis is anything crucifixion worthy, obviously. I don't think he needs to be removed in the slightest. I believe, though, he does have some inherent flaws with how he leads IA. I believe that, as mentioned, he's very soft-handed. I've seen a lot of the COs doing a good job, fucking, even in some places, a better job. Just today, I saw fucking Marshall Hunter, I think it was, literally yell at someone for teabagging and saying something along the lines of, fuck you, you're dead, at like 3 in the morning. Which I thought was pretty good. I overheard a majority of it. So I think that Apophis really needs to be able to lead his own division properly without getting sort of pressured into doing things due to his soft-handedness. And I don't know. It's not really like being reserved because he is very outgoing. But I hope you get what I mean, everyone, when I say that. And we'll be giving him a bit of a nudge and telling him, hey, you can do it. I believe in you. Just fucking start hurting people for being dumbasses, like literal dumbasses. That's it. Thank you.
All right, do you guys have any motion to debate? God, these questions are so fucking tame, bro. It's so boring. All right, next one. This is a good one. Do you believe that aggressive behavior could lead to more problems on site? If so, do you believe that you can find ways to suppress the results or keep your cool when necessary? And if it won't, why do you believe that? From Muscleman.
Okay, so actually, I do think that aggressiveness can actually help sometimes. Cause I'm gonna give you a situation, right? There's a security sergeant in D block. There's a fucking security cadet jumps off the catwalk. He's doing some retarded shit, right? He's talking to like D class and like I don't know, asking them how their day is and how 049 is, or like talking about SCPs. You need a sergeant that is going to give them the fucking order that they need. Like this sergeant can't just go up to the cadet and be like, "Hey, can you get up on the catwalk?" No, you gotta be like, "Hey, you get up on the catwalk." There's got to be like some of that aggressiveness with them. I don't know. There's good. There's use for aggressiveness and use for strictness. And like having that tone as opposed to just being a fucking monotone burger. Like, hey, guys, we're gonna do a
Damn.
research lecture today. Yeah, it's on SCP-106. No, that's fucking boring. People want to hear color in your voice, man. Step that shit up.
All right, and then to Gaines, do you want me to repeat the question?
Yeah, repeat it, just so I know the full thing.
It's very weirdly worded, but I'll try it. Do you believe that aggressive behavior could lead to more problems on site? If so, do you believe that you can find ways to suppress the results or keep your cool when necessary? And if it won't, why do you believe that? From Muscleman.
Good question, Muscle Man. I think that aggressiveness in some cases, stated, is a pretty good. It's a good deterrent for people. However, I believe that when people are aggressive towards people that genuinely made a mistake and didn't know, I don't know, I think that cadet thing that was described is one of those situations where aggressiveness is needed. But let's say someone fucking, I don't know, like there is an officer that's about to go into HCZ, right? And it's like a code green. You wouldn't fucking yell at him, right? You would if it's genuinely someone you've never seen do any wrong, you would fucking ask them, hey, can you not go in there? You're not allowed in there. However, if they persist, you could fucking yell at them. Now, that's about all. But I'll be able to hold my cool for the most part. I'm a very cool-headed person in most situations, unless it necessarily warrants it. That's all. That's all for me. I want to move on to debates.
All right, so
Are we good to debate? Because I have something to say immediately.
Yes, you guys can debate if one
So
person wants to.
I find it incredibly intriguing, King, that you brought up Burger's monotoneness when Computer here. I've never heard him go a few decibels above his natural voice.
See, that's true. I won't even say otherwise. Computer is fucking monotone as shit, but at least he's not like shit at leading though, like Burger is. Like that's a double whammy right there, isn't it? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
a straight personal attack. That's a straight personal
that
attack.
was a
That is
pretty
just
I
a
don't
personal
straight
care.
attack.
I
fabrication.
literally
It's a straight
don't care. I
fabrication.
don't care,
You're
Burger.
literally
I
just
don't
you
care.
don't have anything to
I
say, so
don't
you're
care.
just
I don't
straight
fucking
personal
care.
attack people.
You know,
That's
I
all.
I
You got
don't care.
nothing
I mean,
to
we
say.
lead two
Hey,
different.
hey,
All
hey,
right,
Just
let's
be
let him
calm.
talk.
That's
Let
all
him
you're
talk.
doing. That's
Burger, I think that listen. If they want to go off of fake facts in order to push their own agendas, I think that they'll
Fake
do
facts?
fine
Are you
as
shitting
true.
me?
Fake
as
media,
division leader.
king.
Fake
Fake
facts?
media, fake
Oh
news,
yeah,
fake
the fucking
facts.
site redactor is gonna tell
Fake
redact his
news,
fucking
king.
facts.
You're
Okay,
making
yeah.
stuff up. What are you
Fake
doing?
news. Fuck
Fake
you.
news.
I don't know.
What
I
are you
don't think
doing?
I think making shit up is not okay. I think we're good to end debates
All right,
now,
and
though.
we are done with the time for this question. Moving on to the next question. Ooh, this was an interesting one. What will you do about the losing battle against CI, the lack of counter raids, failure to retrieve SCPs, and general lack of contact when needed at times? From
Okay,
Perry.
so I do have something exactly with this. One, the people that are leading currently in MTF and are like just doing shit at their jobs. I hate to point you out, Monty, but you're a big minge, dude. Like I thought you would do better than this. If he's gonna continue this mingy behavior and the fact that like someone's a huge fucking minge, you can't look up to them as a leader and be like, oh yeah, I'm going to lead into battle with this motherfucker and we're gonna fight till the end. There's no respect in that kind of fact. We need MTF leads that can be respected in battle and they're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna fucking fight till the end with these CI. As well as we're going to give everybody in MTF a chance. Like let them figure it out. Let them give them the confidence they can and push them for that fact. The leads should be pushing that though, which I'm not seeing nearly as much as I should be. If at the point which they are pushed and they're told, hey, you should be more confident in what you're doing. You should stop hiding. You should push up. You should do counter raids. You should do all this stuff. And they're not doing that, they're going to be discharged because they're not doing their fucking job. They're getting shit on while they're in the facility and then not even avenging the facility by and counter raiding. So, yeah.
Okay. And then same thing. I think I deleted it. All right. Same thing goes to you, Gaines. What will you do about the losing battle against CI, the lack of counter raids, failure to retrieve SCPs, and general lack of contact when needed at times? From Perry.
So I think that the chaos insurgency it's not that big of a threat to the MTF. However, because of our current command, and I'm going to repeat some stuff from King here because we basically share the very similar viewpoint here. I think that the command needs to get better. They need to actually know what the fuck they're doing. They need to be on the server during raids. I mean, not for literally all of them. That's fucking impossible. But at least somewhere where the MTF can fucking know where they are and get orders. You know what I mean? I think that the MTF also need to be better at combat because they fucking suck at it. Some of them. There are obviously some people that are good at it. Like Fish is fucking good at it. I think that there are a few others that are good. I can't have a fucking list. You know what I mean? But I believe that they need to be better trained. I've been approached by MTF. I said this before. I've been approached by MTF about getting better, and I'm a fucking CI main. You know what I mean? All right, that's about it. That's all I have to say on the matter.
All right. Now, do you guys wish to debate? You guys have 1 minute, and I do want to point out that Monty is now in this VC.
Oh, he wasn't before?
Okay.
No. So the timer starts now.
Okay. So I guess I'll say it again, but Monty, we've already talked about this, but I do think your non-serious behavior is actually hurting the MTF. If they can't look up to you, then they're not going to follow you into combat. It's as simply as how it is. Yeah.
Gaines, do you have anything to say?
I don't know. Gaines can test me on it.
Can I just say something real
Or
quick?
Burger. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Burger.
can just say something.
Yeah.
You
Let's
chose
hear it
Monty.
again, Burger.
You chose Monty. How could if you
I'm gonna be honest,
yourself
I didn't
you
have
can't- if you
King,
didn't
can we let him
choose
speak?
a good if you yourself can't choose a good follow up for MTF commander, how can we trust that you
Well,
have
when you
chosen
don't
a
have
good
any
STD?
fucking
Tell me that.
choices
Tell
in the
me
first
that.
place,
Tell me.
then you can't. When all the good choices, they say that they don't want to be commander, then they can't be commander. You're not gonna fucking throw it to them and force them down their throat, right? I had to pick Monty. That was the only choice I had at the time, and I thought he would do better. I
And
thought he
time
would.
is done. All right. Moving forward, we're gonna ask a question from the big beef himself. All right, I'm going to read it specifically. JRB question : SCPRP has lost a lot of attention. The site director's position is the second most powerful position in the SCPRP server, second only to the community director. JRB would like to know why you are good for the server's health and why your opponent is a risk to it. JRB says answer is not an acceptable answer. What?
Okay, I'm gonna come up. I edited the message, but I don't know why it didn't load for you. Do you want me to just ask it?
Yeah, you can do it.
Okay, I'm gonna ask it myself in the first person. So SCPRP, as we all know, as the UA know, and we've been concerned about for the past month, has lost a decent bit of attention due to reasons regarding a lack of update and overall burnout. In my personal opinion, and as stated by the old Deputy Community Director Jacob Sievers, which has, you know, been a long time since he's been around, I personally believe the site director is the second strongest position on the server, second to myself only, over Josh and over all the UA, because you guys are the ones who make the biggest decisions. So what I'm going to ask you is this. I would like to know why you are good for the server's health, and how you will work with me to make it better, and why your opponent is a risk to it and will make it worse. Not answering the question is not an acceptable response, and you need to say something bad about your opponent so I know.
All right,
All right.
King, you'll start off. The timer starts now.
Okay, so all right, I'll say it bluntly. I don't think if Gaines got SD, he could do some stuff, but I don't think he would be the best he could be because he's never seen the good times on the server. Like back in September when we get like 100 players or some shit, we literally max out on people because of how good it was back then. Or when Perry was site director and everybody fucking loved him because everything he did. I don't know. At this point, it's just divisiveness, and there's just nobody. Everybody's looking for some fucking salvation at this point, and I want to fucking help the best I can with that. I hate to say it, but I think Gaines, I just don't think he could do as nearly good as I could, and I could say the same for Berger. Computer's risen up through staff, and in that regard, he's helped out, and he's done the best he can. In the same regard, I've risen up in RP ranks, and I've helped the best I could. It's because of this, I believe that me and Computer have the best chance of helping the server, as opposed to Gaines and Berger. Which
All right, and your
Berger's
time is
dark
up.
gold.
All
All
right.
right. I know the question. I can just say start going. I think that sure, I haven't been around deep gaming that long. However, I have been around SCPRP for the past 5 years, roughly. I've seen various communities. I've seen their fucking upcoming, up their downfalls. I know a lot of the fucking issues when it comes to SCPRP. I've seen these issues for years. I know, like, the solution is hard to find. However, I think that keeping player retention is a pretty massive solution for that. I, as site director, will create memorable experiences for each fucking enlisted. I want you to go to a random enlisted. I want you to be able to go to a random enlisted and fucking look at them and be like, hey, what do you remember? And then they're like, yeah, I remember this, this, and this. Right? I don't think that King has been around for such a long time like I have. I don't think he knows what exactly, or King and Computer specifically, I don't think he knows exactly all the issues with SCPRP as a game mode and such. That's about it.
All right, do you waive the rest of your time? All right, moving forward, we're going to start with debates. Begin.
Okay. I don't think that is true because when I first joined the server, I have all these memories of all this crazy shit that go down. Like when I went over to the fucking O-Wing and I got fucking Josh a fucking pizza, and then we all had a fucking pizza party. It was like 40 people deep. And fucking, I don't know, Acro was a fucking like infill or some shit like that. It was fucking good. It was good memories. Or fucking sitting in D block and getting over 100 kills on fucking D class, because the D class back then were actually fucking good. And you had to like have skill to go against them, not just sit next to a fucking catwalk. I know the good times of when the server was like fucking fun
Now,
as shit.
sure,
Everyone would get on
you know the
every
good
single
times,
day.
but it's not specifically because I want to push for people. I don't want people to create their own like things. Like I don't want people to be forced to do that. I want them to be presented with opportunities. Sure, people can create their own, but I think that people being presented with opportunities that they're like, wow, I can go and do this. That's awesome. Because some people they don't like doing their own thing. You know what I mean? That's just not a thing people do. That's about
All
it.
right,
And I've
timer is
been
up. Moving forward, let me delete these. Oh my god, too many. How well do you? This is. Let me see. This is from Manson. Manson states, "How well do you feel that you can control that yourself under pressure, and do you think you can handle high pressure situations without losing your cool?"
Okay. I will say that when I was MTF commander, I had to deal with a lot of shit back then. We had to do fucking surface wars. I had to, we had to deal with fucking co-blacks all day long. This is when CI invils were rampant and they were just fucking releasing SCPs all the time. I know how to deal with all this crazy shit. Fucking Burger might point out like fucking violent outbursts. Sometimes you have to get a little fucking mad sometimes, but you got to control that. I don't know. It's a little bit more interesting if things are gonna get a bit aggressive. You know, it's not just fucking monotoneness. I don't know. Sometimes you have to spice things up, make things interesting. You can't just be fucking boring and be a paper pusher and fucking saying the same thing over and over and over again. I don't know. I don't know about that. It's just like I want to fucking do something and I want to do it the best I can. I don't fucking care if like shit gets in my way and I get pissed. Sure, whatever. That's fine. I'm not gonna fucking irrationally make a choice or something.
Your
I
time
just
is
want to
done.
have fun with it.
All right, and now Gaines, the same question.
Go ahead and repeat it for me so I know what to address.
How well do you feel that you can control yourself under pressure, and do you think you can handle high pressure situations without losing your cool?
I think I can control myself under pressure for like a lot of situations. If I find that in a situation that I'm starting to lose my cool, I am going to withdraw from the situation to ensure I don't make any drastic actions. Obviously, withdraw until I get my cool back because I'm not stupid. Um, Burger, did you want to say anything? I think you said you wanted to say something, right? Or was that about
I
something
was waiting
else?
for the debates.
Oh, okay. You're waiting for the debates. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think that I can keep my cool. I know Burger can in a lot of situations. I've never seen him have any outburst of any kind, aside from like jokes. Um, I've been under pressure for a lot of my life. I run my own community and everything. I know how to fucking keep my cool. That's about it. Thank you.
All right, debate time starts. Oh, fuck, timer. All right, starts now.
All right, I'm just gonna say this. All right, I'm not even gonna like be stupid this time. King, literally, when you were an MTF, like you could literally ask anyone at that time. Like people literally do that. You are really toxic during combat, or like whenever CI rating and anything. And I understand that there are some situations that require coordination, but you just escalated to levels that are just
Escalated.
unnecessary and harmful for literally
Unnecessary. Are
everybody
we all gonna be
involved.
fucking snowflakes,
Like
Burger, and kiss the CI on the
I'm
fucking
not
head?
saying that we should kiss the CI. I'm saying that you
Fucking
shouldn't be fucking
pussy.
toxic to your own guys and
Similarly,
in high
I'm
I've
not
I've
being
been able
toxic to my
to.
own guys. I'm pushing them forward. That's what I'm trying
Yeah,
to
yeah, pushing
do.
them forward.
I
Literally
can't
every
just
single
fucking
person that
kiss
you
them every time, Burger. Okay, I don't have to be a
I'm not
little
saying that.
bitch
I'm not.
and like give them a
I'm literally saying
participation
literally everybody
trophy.
in
I
MTF knew that you
reward
were
them
toxic
when they fucking
when
win
you were
for us. When they
fighting.
slaughter
Well,
the
like
CI.
right now, see, like you're like exactly like right now, like you're screaming
Exactly
at me.
right now. Because I
Yeah,
have to deal with your dumbass shit, Burger.
see, you're fucking losing your cool right here in front of me, proving my point. What is
But
this?
that's gaslighting. You're straight up
All
gaslighting
right,
right
and
there.
Gaslighting,
time
Burger.
is up. Moving on to the next question. This is from Bard. This is going to be two directed questions. Bard, firstly with you, how can we entrust? Oh, sorry, King, firstly with you, how can we entrust you with making the correct choice the first time?
Okay, repeat that one more time.
How can we entrust you with making the correct choice the first time?
Okay. I thought it was a little bit longer than that. Well, like I said, before I make a major decision, like things that actually change shit, not just like, oh yeah, where I'm gonna go around the fucking site or something like that. I'm saying like actual changes that are going to happen to the site. Like, I don't know, one of my fucking executive words I got, which is negotiation price steps. I don't know, I'll say it like that. I talk to people beforehand. I literally, okay, as soon as I announced, like actually, it was a day or two before I announced I was going to run. I talked to all the HOS. I DM'd all of them. I said, hey, when you guys want to meet up so we can talk about stuff, I talked about everything in the doctrine just so we could all agree on something. Before I do anything drastic, I have to hear a majority of people saying that they want it. Or, like, I don't know, the HOS majority will agree to it. That's just simply how it goes.
All right, now same question from same person who asked the question from Bard. If you choose the wrong choice, this is to Gaines. If you chose the wrong choice in the SDD the first time, how can we entrust you don't fail to do the same with the site?
Well, I've learned from it, right? I'm going to go again. I'm going to say it. I made a mistake. I very clearly made a mistake. I believe that I will not make that I won't affect the entire site with that. Again, because I've learned from it, etc. I will do proper research. I will do everything necessary to make the best possible choice. I'll run it by everyone that could possibly be affected by it to a degree, obviously. Not gonna run it by some by 20 random enlisted, but I might run it by some enlisted, obviously, because that might be useful. Yeah, I will not make a decision like that again. That will basically hurt the site or anything else. I will not negatively affect any division with my choices, or negatively affect any division to high degrees. I think that, or innately, you know what I mean. I'm fucking mixing up my head.
All right.
Yeah.
And then do you guys want to debate or not? We can move on to the second to last question. I'll take silence as a no. All right. This is the second to last question. From anonymous source. Ask them what they would do if they had the entire local CI cell captured and being held within the site.
All right, so one, we're gonna get those motherfuckers and we're gonna march them all around the site. We're gonna go through fucking LCZ all the way through R Wing. We're gonna fucking parade those motherfuckers around, all right? And then two, we take them to the site debrief. Call site debrief. And then we're going to fucking execute all of them. But we're gonna do a little bit of torture beforehand. I don't know what exactly, but I'll take suggestions. Let's fucking make this interesting. Let's not just fucking go, oh yeah, tell me shit, and then kill them. Let's make it interesting. It should be an event. Well, not an event, but you get what I'm fucking talking about. That's basically how I see it.
All right. And then the same question to you, Gain. I'm going to ask it. From anonymous, ask them what they would do if they had the entire local CI cell captured and being held within the site.
I believe that the first course of action would be immediately basically milking them for all they're worth in terms of information, because using as much information against whatever their leadership is an important step to fully stamping out any chaos insurgency threat we could get. Because once they figure out that we captured everyone, they're obviously going to fucking try and send more reinforcements. I think that obviously executing them is one of the other steps, but I think that overall, I believe it's a good idea to sort of celebrate that we did such an amazing feat. Our mobile task force finally stepped up to the plate, finally fucking actually did something that was important instead of just failing another counter raid. I think that's great. So we should celebrate that and then execute them. Very simple. We're not going to wait too long. Check. It's fucking Murphy's Law. If it can go wrong, it will go wrong. So we will not wait for that long.
All right. Do you guys wish to debate?
Yes. Okay, sometimes literally optimizing everything that you can is yes, okay, yes, it's great. If we pulled like a shit ton of information out of CI, that's great. And yes, we could pull some, but that's gonna take forever. There's gonna be like hours and hours, and then some of them are gonna just get killed. No, why do that when you could have a fucking memorable event where you paraded the CI around the fucking base and then everybody lined up and shot them at the same time? Or fucking, I don't know, did some other dumb shit. I don't know. You don't need to optimize everything. And yeah, me and the boys and fucking MTF are gonna celebrate later, but that's probably, I don't know. That's not gonna be like a then and there thing. It's like a
I
thing that
think
we
that, if
remember
you wouldn't
about.
mind me
It's a
stepping in
fucking
here,
memory.
I think that ensuring the safety of the site so that whatever their command is doesn't send a whole bunch of fucking guys to just attack us afterwards, if anything, crippling us because we just wiped out an entire cell. That's fucking insane. I think that ensuring that we have the most information available to ensure that nothing bad happens like that, possible follow-up event too for you GMs, if that ever would happen, then it might. It might be
All right.
interesting,
And
more interesting
time
than
is up. I know I keep on bringing it back up, but Fadi, this is your final question.
Okay. Hold on, I wrote this down somewhere. Let me look for it. Just give me a
If it's
second.
anything about Israel and Palestine, bro, I swear to
Dude,
fucking
it's not.
God,
Listen, just go ahead and ask one more question. I'm trying to find it.
bro, you
I
were
wrote
the
it down
final
somewhere.
question.
I just ask one more. Just ask one more. Say some bullshit question for them while I'm looking for it. I wrote it down. I swear, it's a legit question.
All right, then I'll grab Heretic since Heretic was asking me to spawn one in. Not spawn one in, ask it. Heretic says, "What do you intend to do about ongoing issues of disrespect in the site?"
Ongoing issues of disrespect. Okay, so I mean, I don't know, fucking let these people hash it out themselves. You hear some shit, like if somebody's talking shit behind somebody's back, We fucking bring them together, literally get them in the same room, let them fucking talk it out. I don't know. I'm more of a person that just directly deals with the problem. It's like, hey, you two talk, you fucking deal with your shit. There's two HOS like butting heads. Like, I don't know. Let's say TCU commander, MTF commander. This is just an example. Let them talk to each other. I don't know. Let them fucking 1v1 each other, like 360 no scopes with snipers or some dumb shit. It's the best way to like hash that shit out. Sometimes it's just fighting each other in that kind of regard. I'm more of that.
You kind of cut off, but I think I understand what you were saying.
All right, am I good to go?
Yes.
Repeat the question one more time, just so I know what to address.
What do you intend to do about the ongoing issue of disrespect in the site?
Okay, disrespect is an important idea. It's basically, it comes in with command. It's a whole thing. So I think that disrespect, if it's direct disrespect, they should be punished for it, because disrespecting your fucking superiors is fucked up and shouldn't be done. However, if I believe it's private, if it's a one-time thing, let's say you get demoted from sergeant, and you're like, wow, I'm fucking so pissed off, the guy demoted me. I think that's whatever. Who the fuck cares? Like, it's a friend. But if it's continued and ongoing, and it becomes an issue when it comes to everyday life, it should be dealt with in a very, very civil way. And if it can't be dealt with in a civil way, I want to see them fight, and then the fucking winner is victorious. Alright? That's it. Thank you.
Okay, do you guys wish to debate? If not, we can move on to Avocado's question.
Okay.
Oh, we gotta wait for them to.
I'm more of just a person that likes directly dealing with a problem as opposed to just like hiding it away, or like if it's a small thing, I don't know, just let them deal with it themselves. They'll fucking hash it out and find a result in the end. It's something like that. Like if the if it continues after that, then maybe we could step in and do something about it. But I think them figuring it out themselves is the best way to do it.
Does the opposing
All right,
party?
I don't think that all people are going to be willing to do that. Some people are comfortable just shit talking others behind their backs. I think some people, like let's say King, I have a thing against you. I might not be comfortable saying like, oh yeah, fuck you, I hate you. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be comfortable with that.
I'd rather the fucking cold truth than a hard lie.
But some people wouldn't be able to do that. I'm just saying that this is how it works. I've seen it firsthand. People can't do it.
Well, maybe sometimes people need to get their fucking
All right,
ball.
and time is up.
Okay,
All
my
right, moving forward to Fadi's final question.
So, although the image of a Foundation task force in Site 9 known as Alpha 1 and HRT being a black cat para-law enforcement agency was an attractive prospect at the time of its arrival.
Dude, I swear to fucking God.
It's not a Mitch question, shut up. You ruined it. Holy fuck.
Ask it again. With a straight face.
Although the image of Foundation task force in Site 9 known as Alpha 1 and HRT being a black-clad para-law enforcement agency was an attractive prospect.
Alright, you're done.
No, stop. At the time of its running, recent political events have negatively colored the depiction of Foundation personnel as another form of losers who have no lives.
Okay, you're done. So, you told me it was serious, bro. I trusted you. God. Alright, well, that was a very interesting question. So we're gonna do your guys' final statements before you guys head out. So, King, since you went first, you can go ahead.
All right. I don't know. If you agree with what I agree with, look at my doctrine, look at everything. Go ahead and I don't know, just fucking pick who you want to pick. If you believe in gains with doing a fucking more about sims and training and stuff, and then you want the participation trophy, which is fucking like best of the day or whatever, or if you want actual change, look at my doctrine. Otherwise, if you have any questions about anything I want to do, feel free to send. Don't be afraid to send me a DM or me or computer, and I will respond, as quick as I can. Yeah, I think that's all. Thank you.
All right, now Gaines.
Final statement. I believe that everyone needs to make a decision based on what they truly believe. I saw someone the other day saying that they would vote for me based off of a coin flip. I don't want that. I don't want any troll votes. I don't want any dumb votes. I want you to vote for what you fucking believe in. All right, I want this to be a real election, and I don't want people to just fucking not do it. I think that's stupid. Vote for what you believe in. I am asking for a vote in exchange for real change. Cameras for M&E is something that I'm really pushing for to bring M&E back. Obviously, nothing concrete there, but having other things to promote activity is something huge. And obviously, I think King would also be a fine site director. I just believe that my doctrine, me and Berger, would be superior. That's all. Thank you.
All right. Oh my fucking god. Sorry about that. I was just reading Bear's thing. All right, guys. Good debate. Do you guys have anything you guys want to say to each other before we finish this off?
I wish you all the best, Canes. Burger, no.
Yeah.
Burger,
Wish you
though?
the best too.
No, I don't.
And
wish them
I
best. Yeah.
yeah.
You're literally toxic, bro.
Fuck you, Burger.
Guys, let's keep this civil. This is closing statement. Your time to argue and bash each other was.
Also,
I don't think any of us have.
DC if you want to ask me any questions afterwards. Yeah.
This is to each other, not to. I mean,
Yeah, I overall, I think that this is a very good election overall. I think that both sides have great points. Thank you. Even though
all
mine
right,
are
you
better.
boys can step down from stage. I'm going to say a little closing statement. All right, everyone. Thank you all for coming and listening. Means a lot. A lot of time was put inside some of these questions, as well as the viewer questions. And I want to say, please, 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 make sure to vote for who you think you feel is going to be the best candidate for the for site director. From here on out, you guys can post your propaganda or political things and memes and images because that's always very fun to watch. I wish you all the best. I wish both candidates good luck. And yeah,
Listen
what's
up,
up over there?
gentlemen. Listen up, gentlemen. There's some pressing news.
What is it? What is it?
This just in. The military has executed New York Governor Andrew Cuomo at Guantanamo Bay.
In
Disgraced
Guantanamo Bay.
politician, murderer, and sexual predator Andrew Cuomo was hanged at Guantanamo Bay
Oh my
early
goodness.
Tuesday morning for his role in perpetrating the global pandemic and callously killing thousands of senior citizens who,
Oh,
were
no
it not for
way.
his actions, might still be alive today. At 6 a.m., the humiliated former governor ate his last meal, steak and eggs, after which Guantanamo security drove him.
All right. What's up, Monty? Feels
You
nice
know
again.
me. Just had to drop by. I imagine, hop in. You're off doing shit with your friends one evening, and then all of a sudden you get like 10 messages like, "Hey, you're getting fucking dumpstered on."
Hey, listen,
Hash.
listen. I mean, it is what it is. That's their true opinions, and let them feel that way.
Oh, I mean, they are entitled to them as much as they want,
I still love you, Monty. You're still my deputy in my heart.
dude. 2024 will come back. That's what we'll do. 2024
Fuck no.
Grape and Monty ticket.
No, my
We'll come back
God.
just to get removed in 3 days so we can beat Buss's record. It's the only
Okay.
reason.
All right, boys. How do I
It-
fucking end this shit?
His flippant obscenities only hastens his execution.